Hello and welcome to part 3 of commonly confused words. I'm so glad you're taking an initiative to learn something every day because they say when you learn something new, that means your cognition, your brain cognition keeps working and then it prevents memory loss. So you can be 5 or you can even be 99 to watch these videos. So let's look at some homophones and learn what's the difference. So the first word is air versus air. So here air is the air that is found in the atmosphere. And this air, so here H is silent. This is also air. Air is the successor. Like the heir after the king is the prince. Let's look at the examples. The air quality in Delhi is quite poor. It's a fact, right? So here we are going to use the word this air. Next, this one. Since the king did not have a son, he did not have an heir to the throne. Yes. So, because he did not have a son, he did not have a successor to the throne. So, I hope so much is clear. Let's move to the next one. The next is break versus break. Okay. So, this break is the sudden stopping of a automobile. Is this break? And this break means when you want to take a break from your studies. So when you want to stop an activity, or tootna, that is you are cracking something. So that is this break. He slammed the brakes to avoid an accident. So he suddenly stopped by applying the brakes to avoid an accident. This is the one that is present in a vehicle. I studied too hard. I need a break now. Yes. So I need to stop that activity and refresh myself. Even the common tagline of Kit Kat, have a break, have a Kit Kat. Yes. That is this break. The other example is do not break that vase. It's very costly. So we keep flowers in a vase. Some people pronounce it as vase, but that is the pronunciation of US. But we commonly use a British English, so it is vase. So here it is, please do not break the vase. It is expensive. The third word is bowl versus ball. So this bowl, so here W is silent and here also W is silent. Please do not pronounce it as bowl. It's bowl. Okay, so this is the utensil. I'm craving for a bowl of soup, or I like the Mexican bowl that we find in that restaurant. So that is this bowl. The next is ball. Ball is crying loudly. So while watching an emotional movie, she began to bawl. Or you can say that when I got a distinction in my master's, my mother was bawling very loudly. Or she was bawling her eyes out. So that is the meaning of this ball. The next word is bear versus bear. Okay, so this bear has two meanings. One is unclothed or uncovered. Okay, he had to bare his chest while taking an x-ray. That means he had to remove his t-shirt. Another meaning is essential, like please carry only bare minimal clothes in your backpack because you have to climb a mountain. The next bear is the animal. Please don't call it bear. It is bear, which is the brown bear animal. And the other is support. Please bear with me while I teach this important maths theorem. Okay, let's look at the example. Don't walk about bare feet. There are glass pieces everywhere. So don't walk without your shoes. So uncovered. So when you don't wear shoes, it's called bare feet. The walls look a bit bare, so they look empty. Please, let's add some pictures on the wall. So that is this. The next is, please bear with me while I select the dress. Mujhe jhelna, please support me because I take a lot of time to select a dress. The brown bear likes to eat fish, so this is the animal. Okay, I hope you won't get confused. Now let's go further. So the next word is father versus father. Okay. So this father is the dad, the father figure in our life. So her father treats her like a princess. So this is this father. This father means it's talking about distance. It is even more farther away. Her house is not here, it's farther away. So it is even more that side. There is more distance to go. The next is die versus die. This die means no longer living, and this die is the addition of color to something. It's called dyeing. Okay, I've also commonly noticed when someone dies, we say, no, oh, wo person, wo off ho gaya. Or you can say, or sometimes you say, ki, ha, my grandfather expired. So please refrain from using these words because, say, the person is not a switch that the person has become off, or the person does not have an expiry date to be expired. So please don't use this. Rather than that, try to use this person passed away. It is a better term to use. He died in a road accident, so he's no longer living. He passed away. He died. She dyed her hair purple. So she colored her hair purple. That is this dye, D-Y-E. The next word is male. So this male is the letter and this male is the gender, male gender. Nowadays, people do not send mails anymore. Yes. So they do not send letters anymore. And an electronic mail is called an email. So this is the letter. Next is male is the gender. Peacock is a male while a peahen is a female. So hope this is clear. Let's go forward. This is foul versus foul. So this foul is a bad smell. It's called a foul. And another foul is when we do cheating in a sport. It is called a foul. And this fowl is an animal that is reared in a farm to maybe lay eggs and for its meat. Then it is called a fowl. Okay, so there is a foul smell coming from the decomposing carcass. So that is a really bad smell that is coming from the decomposing carcass. What is carcass? A dead body of an animal is called a carcass. Kicking or hitting a player is considered a foul in football. You can't kick or hit a player intentionally. It is considered a foul, a wrong move. My mother raises fowls in her farm. So she's rearing birds, maybe hens, for egg and for its meat in her farm. So this is FOWL. Next is wave versus wave. So we already know what this wave is. This wave is what we see in the ocean, the waves that come. Yes, another wave is bye-bye, waving our hand, moving our hand to say bye-bye. So this wave is give up voluntarily, like her fees has been waived off, or the insurance company waived off his bills. Principal waived her fees as she was poor, so she reduced the fees. The baby waved by. During tsunami, the waves can grow to a size of 30 feet. So this is the water. So now comes the test if you have been listening well or not. So you have to tell me if the sentence is right or wrong. His heir inherited millions of dollars. So is it this heir or this heir? Is the answer right or wrong? It is HEIR. This is the successor. The successor can only inherit millions of dollars. There is a class you can learn to dye your clothes. So there is a class where you can join to dye your clothes. So we always dye our clothes, not DIE. This is a person dyeing. So this answer is correct. DYE is correct. DIE is wrong. The next word, the gangster threatened to break my bone. So is it BRAKE or BREAK? So this break is the sudden stopping of a vehicle. So he can't break my bones. He has to BREAK, break my bones. So this answer is wrong. You have to write BREAK. The postman no longer brings mail to my house. Is it this mail? Does a postman bring this mail? No, it is MAIL. So I hope what we learned today was clear. Thank you so much for listening.